K-pop Demon Hunters infuses freshness in an old formula. I am a big K-drama fan. At least I think so. Considering in the 2 years since I started following Korean pop culture, I can differentiate a Park Shin-hye from Bae Suzy and a Hwang Min-hyun from Cha Un-woo. I am fluent in Annyeonghaseyo, Gwenchanayo and Gamsahamnida. Hello, it's okay and thank you respectively in Korean. My K-drama watch lists go beyond the big three, Netflix, Prime and Hotstar. I am guilty of having a subscription to Viki Rakuten, an Asian streamer, and the only notifications I say yes to are new K-drama releases. Fair disclosure, K-pop Demon Hunters, the animated fantasy action musical, which has become Netflix's most watched movie ever with all-time views of 325.1 million, wasn't on my radar. There were 2 reasons I decided to give it a whirl. 1, because Ahn Hyo-sop of Business Proposal and Dr. Romantic fame voiced the male lead Jinu, and 2, to see what all the fuss was about. Happy to report, curiosity did not kill the cat. K-pop Demon Hunters works for pretty much the same reasons that were behind the now far-reaching global fandom of Korean pop culture. A simple but evocative storyline, a deep dive into Korean culture, past and future, a solid playlist. As of October 5, the film's soundtrack returned to number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart, and the inexplicable obsession with ramen and gimbap. Except, by venturing into animation, the film has expanded K-drama's target audience from largely millennial viewers to include children. The fact that the original audio is in English could also have been a factor, although the Korean voiceover is a delight in itself. K-pop girl band Hunter X members Rumi, Mira and Zoe must use the strength of their music to power and turn the Hornmoon, an invisible shield that protects the human world from Gima, the ruler of demons who feasts on people's souls, golden and lock its security once and for all. On the face of it, the storyline of K-pop Demon Hunters is as basic as it gets. It is a good versus evil tale, but makers Maggie Kang and Chris Applehands have layered it in a way that makes the narrative simple enough for young ones, but lends it enough depth to make it worth the seasoned fans' time. We have all heard of an eye for an eye and that one must fight fire with fire. In K-pop Demon Hunters, it's music against music. Gima's failed attempts over centuries to take over the human world lead Jinu, a young, easy-on-the-eyes demon with a velvety voice, to devise a plan to steal Hunter X's fan base with a boy band, Saja Boys. Their debut release Soda Pop is an instant hit, and their inroad into controlling the human world. What is new about the plot, one may argue, but the fact of the matter is, what is there not to like about this plot? There is manipulation, there is betrayal, there is resistance. There is also a flicker of romance, unwavering friendship, hope, and above all, a happy ending with the triumph of good over evil. All things quintessential to good K-dramas. K-pop Demon Hunters shines in its execution. The engaging storytelling complemented by catchy, well-timed, theme-appropriate music makes the production equal parts ambitious and entertaining. You can't complain about a template if the template works. That K-pop Demon Hunters has one foot in the past and the other in the present of Korean traditions also works in its favor. There are of course references to familiar Korean elements like the food, from kimchi and hotteok to naengmyeon, pepero sticks and Korean corn dogs. But there are also characters from Korean folklore that notch up the intrigue with an element of fantasy. For instance, Derpy Tiger, Gino's larger-than-life blue cat with a snaggle tooth that is tasked with delivering messages to Rumi secretly, is based on the image of a feline in the Minhwa style of painting that flourished during the Joseon dynasty. Like in the traditional